shit.
How
So
did you
boom,
meet Puff?
Howard. Puff came in 1987.
And how did this collab with
Once
you?
again, another dude coming to me. I used to watch this nigga. He had colors in his head. He had slits in his pants. He got what they call them shits bump toe shoes with the big thick shit, the house shoes and the flags coming out your back pocket, and they, we dance in the hip house and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, our house shoe, girl, our house shoe. You in my house now.
Right.
That's that era, and he in the middle of the dance for all little freshman girls like him. And I'm like, this little nigga here. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm in the back with the other guys,
Right.
and but I'm DJing. I know all the AKAs
Of
and the
course. But of
deltas.
course.
So he sees that, and he's obviously on a mission. I don't know him from a hole in the wall. One day, I know him, and one day he just approached me and said, "Man, you know a lot of people. We should throw a party together."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, a lot of niggas be coming up to me saying we should do something together. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't paying this little nigga no attention. I know who he is,
Right.
but he younger than me. But I noticed
So that's how it started. Y'all
that's how it
start.
started. We started
Okay.
throwing parties together. We called ourselves a Black Man in Puerto Rican Production, and we threw the biggest homecoming party during that era that anybody ever seen because we threw it off campus at a Masonic temple. We had 4,000 kids show up, and we had the nigga who ended up making Rock Bounce Skate Roll.
Mm-hmm.
He's the same dude who made Break for Love.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Vaughn Mason. We got Vaughn Mason to come and perform Break for Love at Howard
And
University.
that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Black Man Puerto Rican was on. Next thing you know, the owner of Kilimanjaro gave us the very first college night at Kilimanjaro in D.C. That was me and Puff. That very next year, Puff gets an internship at Uptown,
Uptown.
and I
Mm-hmm.
get a record deal. Both of us, 1989, happened
You
simultaneously
get a record deal with.
at RCA,
Okay.
and he gets an internship with Uptown. So
When you
we
say
both
you get a
dropped out of
record deal,
Two Kings in the Cipher.
okay.
Two Kings Cipher get a record deal. Puff goes to Uptown, same year, 1989. We both start leaving Howard
Okay.
and driving up to New York to make our shit.
How you get back? Even though y'all went.
He left.
Okay.
Puffy left Howard and started working at Uptown. I dropped out of school, and by 92, 93,
Puff dropped out too.
Puff dropped out.
Okay.
He ended up moving back to New York to do his internship.
Okay.
He became Puff Daddy and was throwing parties at the Red Zone in New York. And I'm traveling around the country with Brand Nubian, with leaders of the new school, Q-Tip. I'm on the road with all these people.
Okay.
We get dropped. He get fired the same year.
Okay.
I'm sitting in D.C. doing nothing. He's in New York trying to figure it out. But he still had this thing I think he was doing called the Red Zone at Daddy's house. So he was doing parties at something called Daddy's house. He was throwing parties. So he booked Tribe, Brand Nubians, Leaders of the New School, Poor Righteous Teachers, and us.
Mm-hmm.
Gave us a check. We come to New York. He pulls me to the side and said, yo, Clive just offered me a deal. I need you to come back to New York. For what? He didn't know. Oh, man, I ain't coming back to New York, man. So I left. I ain't taking my
I thought you said he offered you a check.
He didn't know. He didn't offer me a check.
No.
To perform for Two Kings. He told me for the show.
Okay.
To perform. Then after we spoke, he said he was doing this thing with Clive Davis.
Okay.
I ain't listened to him, so I stayed in DC another 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
He starts Bad Boy, Mark Pitts, Harv, Ward and Groovy Lou and all them go Chuck Bone. They all go live with him up in the story of Scarsdale.
Okay.
I'm still in DC. Finally, I wake up one day and you get that call from the rental office saying, listen, fam, nobody goes 4 months late with their rent, so you're gonna have to leave.
Okay.
So that same day, I rented a truck. I only had like maybe $200 to my name. Rented a truck and drove home and went to my mother's basement.
Okay.
Called Hoff Pierre the same day. Hoff Pierre's living in Scarsdale. I said, Hoff, I'm 5 blocks from your house. I moved home. Get the fuck out of here. I'm come check you tomorrow. So, but my mother, how I was raised, my mother was like, you ain't going to no damn Scarsdale to wash nobody's cars and carry no picket size, nigga. You gonna go get a job. I need $150 on that table every Friday, and then I'll see you whenever.
Right.
You could do anything you want after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and worked at the bookstore at Medgar Evers College.
Okay.
So I'm on TV. I just lost my deal.
Okay.
Everybody knows.
You had to
me.
humble yourself. It's
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
humbling myself, and I'm like, yeah, that would be 1999 for the autobiography of Malcolm X from Man Fair.
It's all
I'm
good.
selling books.
It's all good.
Right, selling books. Harv is taking me back and forth. Mark Pitts is up there. Mark Pitts grew around my way in Brooklyn. So
How's Mark doing?
Mark is doing well. Mark is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go see them at night after I got off work. And I'm noticing they washing cars and they taking care of Justin and driving Misa here and doing this for Puff and helping with music. They really intern. This is real
Okay.
deal
Uh-huh.
internship.
Getting cheesecake.
Yeah, they doing all that. Meanwhile, I'm coming.
Mhm.
I got a job, so I got money in my pocket. I'm rolling up my own L's. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm like, yo, but I'm noticing a lot of them ain't getting no money. But
Right.
I don't know the game like that from that perspective yet. This is new to me. Even though I've been rapping and doing a lot, I don't know that part of the industry where cats is actually working and sleeping on your floor and they're sharing sandwiches.
Right. Because you're still technically an artist, still.
I'm still technically an artist, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a hustler. I'm not sharing no sandwich with nobody.
All right.
I'm
Good
not
night.
doing that. What the fuck are we talking about here, fam?
Okay.
Yeah,
Especially when you're selling Mega Efforts
yeah,
books. You
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have
I'm
to.
not doing that.
Right. All
So,
right.
so I'm not rich, but I'm saying I don't need to do that. So, but I recognized everybody's hustle, and I'm like, okay, everybody trying to get it on. So that's how I met Puff, and that's how I started rocking with Puff because then he allowed me to be around until one day he didn't have a position, but I told him I'll create one. I just need to be in the office.